What up, guys? So check it out. This your boy J Reed for J Reed's Love of Cars. Here's what we're doing today. Doing something a little different. We're taking the vet. We're gonna go in the vet. May do a little fishing. Just depends. Somebody always trying to race you when you're in the vet. I don't know where I'm walking. But anyway, we taking the vet, but we going to the range. It's been a minute since I actually been to the range. Don't even remember the last time I went. At least 2 to 3 months. Which I try to go every month. Y'all can't see me. Now maybe you can see me. I'm gonna take y'all along with me when I'm and I'm bringing like some of my boo-boo stuff. I got this rifle straight. It's very inexpensive setup. It's like the simplest setup that I have. I don't know if you can read the brand right there. I don't even remember what it is whatsoever, but we got the Romeo 5 on that bad boy. We got the Amazon Light. We got the Magpul, or either, I think that's what those are, or either they some cheap Amazon sites, but they work. This little rifle, I bought it because it was only like 400, and I like testing out stuff. And the reason why I buy the least expensive stuff sometimes is you never know when you're in a situation and you need to hand somebody something. So if you just got one, but yet you got an extra body to help you, it's no bueno. It's always best to have some extras, to give 2 extras in a situation for your life depending on it. I don't know, sometimes I overthink stuff. And we taking the old, which is usually on my side, we taking the old Glizzy 19 G. I need to get a better holster for that. This works well, but I want a regular holster. But we got the old light on here. So this holster works with my lights. So that's why I like it, but I really want like a Kydex holster for it instead, but that works. Trigger guard works and so forth. So we fixing to load up. It's kind of hot out here. Hopefully the traffic ain't too bad. So we won't have to use the fan switch. Probably need to zip that back up. And we fixing to head over to the indoor range. Now, I don't know about you all, but when I go to the range, I never take my own ammo. I know you've heard that saying, never get high off your own supply. It's kind of how I look at taking ammo to the range, because I don't want to dwindle my own supply. So, and I don't want to overshoot and have to buy $300 worth of ammo again. So I just buy my ammo at the range. This particular range always has it, and that's pretty much what we're gonna do today. I ain't gonna be here that long. I just want to do what I do and get on out. So that's what we're gonna do. You know how your car, unfortunately, it starts to get old. As a 66 Corvette, but it's one of those things. It's kind of like watching somebody age. You used to it sounding a certain way, but all of a sudden you start noticing squeaks and abnormal shit that you don't know where it came from. The next day it won't be there, and then you realize, man, this thing is getting old. That's why I'm hearing all of those squeaks. It's a reality check. It is a reality check, but if you love it like I do, you just keep maintaining and not worry about it. Now I'm going to try to find somebody I can play with, but man, this camera, you can't really see nothing. But I don't know if I'll be able to. This roof is way too low for this GoPro on my head. I don't even know if y'all can see anything. It is definitely a beautiful day for a ride, even if I don't play with anybody. That's for sure. The temperature is like 98. That's no bueno. But my coolant temperature is fine. And we don't even have the fan on. Unfortunately, nobody is on the street on the way. I'm almost to the gun range. And I didn't find anybody on the way, which is odd because that's a pretty good street. But anyway, maybe when we come back, I may hit a 6130. My gut is saying don't, because usually the popo is on the street that I want to do the 6130 with. 62130. Did I just say 6130? 62130. We are at the range and look like we got some Mustangs. Yeah, buddy. Ooh, I'm gonna park right in between them. Right in between them. That's a first. that one though. That black one is clean. So as you will be able to see as we shoot, these groups are not that good. I don't know, it's probably about 15 yards. So we got a lot of work. I'm going to show you in a second what I'm talking about. Alright, so if you look right here, if I can ever focus long enough to show you the group. I mean, I'm in the light blue. I guess that's good. But for an AR at 15 yards, to me, that's garbage. That's why you always got to keep training. You can't take breaks. You know you're in a situation where you might use it and you want to be able to hit the target. So now we're fixing to go again. Now that time felt a whole lot better, and as you can see by the group, if I ever bring it up, that's a whole lot better. That is, I can live with that. I can live with that for sure. So now we're fixing to head on over to the old Glizzy 19. Now switching from a AR to a pistol can be kind of difficult. Difficult in the sense that you'll see what I'm talking about. My groups are garbage, and I think this is about 7 yards. I normally practice pistol around 5 to 7 yards because the typical gunfight would be in that range. If you got a pistol and you're shooting over that, you're in a whole other situation. Probably want to pull out your AR in that particular situation. I don't know where I was aiming,
where those bullets are at on the 7 or 8. I don't know if I was aiming. I don't know. That's bad. In my opinion, that's bad. So let's try it again. At this point, it was feeling a lot better. Finally started to get used to it. Probably should have shot another 50 rounds, but as you can see, that group got a whole lot tighter. I'm okay with that. Prefer most of the time for it to be in the red, but I mean in the orange center mass, but it wasn't. So I'm gonna try one more time. This wasn't that much better, but as you can see, I'm not all over the place. Still on target, pretty much in the center, but I'm not happy with that.
All right, guys, so check it out. I'm leaving the range. Man, that seemed like that was quick, and it probably was quick. But even though it was quick, shot a 50 rounds of 223 and 50 rounds of 9mm. That was like $90. So that's why I only go to the range like once a month. You can't have a bunch of hobbies and it costs $90 and $100 and $200 and $300 every time you want to do it. But something like that, I don't even really look at that as a hobby. I look at it as a responsibility. If you're going to carry a firearm, if you're going to own a firearm, you need to make sure you know how to shoot it. So God forbid if you ever in a situation, the hell? God forbid if you ever,
authority.
Lord, what's going on? If you're ever in a situation where you have to use it and it's stressful, you want to be, it needs to be like muscle memory, you know what I'm saying? So you want to be shooting your neighbors and your dog, your wife, your kids. You won't be doing all of that because you're under a little bit of stress. So it was good. When I first went in there, man, I was kind of rough. But the more I shot, the better my groups got. So I don't know. You got to do it regularly. And you don't really never lose the skill, but you can get rusty. And you don't want to get rusty. You only got so many rounds to use. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to do no 30 to 160. I'm hot, ready to go home now, and I don't even have that much gas. I don't know if I showed you this before I got in here, but it was almost a half a tank, and it's not even like I've gone that far. Never mind the tire pressure. We got the tire pressure set to kill mode, so it's gonna be low. It's your boy. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.